In his State of the Union, President Trump invoked the power of the U.S. military as negotiations continue with Iran. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
I'm Steve Eager. President Trump also sought to assure voters about the direction of the economy with the midterm elections not far away. Fox 4's Casey Stegall live in our newsroom tonight with highlights from the president's speech and the Democrats' response. Casey.
Steve, Heather, good evening. This was President Trump's first State of the Union address since returning to the White House in his second term, and it was his longest. He spoke for about an hour and 41 minutes or so. Tonight's address comes at a fractured time as the partial government shutdown drags on, with Senate Democrats voting hours before this evening to keep DHS unfunded. It is also on the heels of last week's Supreme Court decision in which the High Court struck down his signature tariff policy. Tonight, President Trump coming face to face with Chief Justice John Roberts and Justices Neil Gorsuch and Amy Coney Barrett, presumably for the first time since calling their vote an embarrassment to their families. President Trump defending his tariff strategy tonight, arguing it is not only protecting U.S. industries, but also saying that it levels the playing field with foreign competitors. He also insisted his trade approach will help boost affordability for Americans, blaming high prices on Democrats.
Their policies created the high prices. Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well. Those prices are plummeting downward. The price of eggs is down 60%.
Surprise, but immigration remained a flashpoint in the president's speech as he called for immediate funding to reopen DHS and expand enforcement authority. President Trump proclaiming that the southern border is locked up tight, with claims differing from CBP data that 0 illegal immigrants have been admitted into the country in the last 9 months. Now, foreign policy was another key talking point tonight. President Trump defending his hardline stance on Iran, saying he'll push for concessions on nuclear programs and missiles or face tougher action. The U.S. military has moved military forces into the Middle East in a show of force, and the president has warned Tehran of bad things to come if it doesn't reach agreements on its nuclear ambitions. But he did not lay out many specifics in terms of long-term goals in that region.
My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
President Trump praised U.S. forces who helped end the rule of Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro at the beginning of this year. He called that mission a major win for America's national security and a new start for the Venezuelan people. Finally tonight, Virginia's first female governor and former CIA officer Abigail Spanberger delivered the Democratic response, drawing sharp contrasts with President Trump's policies.
Since this president took office last year, his reckless trade policies have forced American families to pay more than $1,700 each in tariff costs. Small businesses have suffered, farmers have suffered, some losing entire markets. Everyday Americans are paying the price.
The president also looked ahead to America's 250th birthday coming up this July 4th, calling it a moment to celebrate the nation's strength and resilience. Multiple times this evening, he referred to it as the Golden Age.